"Grandpa, why do you walk so slow? It's like you're afraid of falling." Those words from my 8-year-old granddaughter last Thanksgiving stopped me in my tracks. She didn't mean any harm. Children just speak the truth they see. But her innocent observation made me realize something. I had been shuffling. Not walking, shuffling. When did that happen? When did I start moving through the world with such fear? That evening, I watched my reflection in the hallway mirror as I made my way to the bathroom. Sure enough, my steps were small and hesitant. My shoulders hunched forward, my eyes focused downward, scanning for obstacles. I looked exactly like what I was most afraid of becoming, frail, uncertain, and old before my time. I'm Dr. Richard Harmon. At 91 years old, I've been practicing medicine for nearly 7 decades, and I'm still seeing patients 3 days a week. Not because I need to, but because I want to. Particularly, I want to help people just like you, men and women in their 70s and 80s who are standing at a critical crossroads. You see, in my 68 years of medical practice, I've observed something remarkable. Some people enter their late 70s and 80s with strength, confidence, and joy. Others, many others, begin a rapid decline that leads to dependency, isolation, and what I can only describe as a miserable old age. The difference isn't luck, it isn't genetics, and it certainly isn't money. Last month, Martha came to my office. She's 78. Just 2 years ago, she was traveling to see her grandchildren, tending her garden, and hosting weekly card games with friends. Now, she can barely get out of a chair without assistance. Her world has shrunk to the distance between her bed and her television. "I don't understand what happened," she told me, her voice breaking. "It's like I went to sleep one night and woke up old." Or consider James, 84. He recently moved in with his son's family after a series of falls. "They treat me like I'm made of glass," he confided during our appointment. "My own grandchildren are afraid to hug me. They think they might break me." Perhaps you've felt it yourself, the sidelong glances when you take too long to get out of a car, the well-meaning but humiliating offers of help with simple tasks you've done your entire life, the gradual exclusion from family decisions because everyone assumes your mind isn't what it used to be. What if I told you this doesn't have to be your story? What you're experiencing isn't just the inevitable march of time. It's a specific physiological process that's been misunderstood by most medical professionals, including many of my colleagues who are decades younger than me. Here's what's really happening. Your proprioceptive system, the network that tells your brain where your body is in space, is deteriorating. But not because of age itself, rather because of disuse. Every time you sit for hours in that comfortable recliner, every time you take the elevator instead of the stairs, every time you reach for the handrail just in case, you're telling your brain you no longer need those. Intricate connections between your muscles, joints, and vestibular system, and your brain listens. It's ruthlessly efficient that way. The medical establishment has failed you by accepting this decline as normal, by telling you to take it easy and be careful. What they should be telling you is that your body is designed to maintain its capabilities through use, even at 72, 82, or yes, 91. Now, I've spent the last 15 years developing a simple protocol specifically for people between 72 and 86, the critical window where these changes accelerate. It doesn't require expensive equipment, it doesn't require a gym membership. And it certainly doesn't require you to do anything painful or exhausting. What it does require is 7 minutes of your time, twice a day, for just 7 days to start. The results begin appearing that quickly. Though to experience the full transformation, you'll want to make this part of your daily routine. Before I share the exact steps, let me be clear. This isn't about becoming an athlete. It's about reclaiming your confidence, your independence, and ultimately your dignity. So let me walk you through my 7-7-7 protocol. 7 minutes, twice a day, results in 7 days. Step 1. Morning balance restoration before you even get out of bed in the morning. Lie flat on your back and look up at the ceiling. Now slowly turn your head to the right until you're looking at the wall. Hold for 5 seconds. Return to center, then turn to the left. Again, hold for 5 seconds. Next, keeping your head centered, lift it slightly off the pillow, just enough to create tension in your neck muscles. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this entire sequence 5 times. Why does this work? Your vestibular system, located in your inner ear, is the body's primary balance center. These gentle movements recalibrate this system while you're still in a safe, supported position. Mrs. Eleanor Jenkins, 84, told me this single step made her morning dizziness disappear within 3 days. For years, I've been sitting on the edge of my bed for minutes before standing up, afraid I might fall. Now I get up with confidence. Step 2. Soul awakening. Once you're up, find a comfortable chair. Place a tennis ball on the floor and put your right foot on top of it. Gently roll the ball under your foot, starting at the heel and moving toward your toes. Apply enough pressure to feel it, but not so much that it hurts. Roll for 30 seconds, then switch to your left foot. Now, here's a little hack for my friends who have trouble reaching their feet. Take a wooden spoon from your kitchen and tape the tennis ball to the handle end. This gives you the extra reach you need without straining. The soles of your feet contain thousands of nerve endings. When stimulated, they create stronger neural pathways to your brain, improving your spatial awareness. Think of it as turning up the volume on the signals your feet send about the ground beneath you. Step 3. The chair rise sequence. Find a sturdy chair with armrests. Sit toward the front edge with your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Now, here's the crucial difference from how you normally stand up. Place your hands on your thighs, not on the armrests. Lean forward slightly, bringing your nose over your toes, and stand up using only your leg muscles. Once standing, pause for a full 3 seconds. Then, controlling your descent, lower yourself back to sitting. Start with 5 repetitions. By the end of your first week, aim for 10. If this is too challenging at first, you can use the armrests for support, but try to rely on them less each day. Why is this so effective? When you stand up without using your arms, you're engaging your quadriceps and core muscles, the very muscles needed for stability when walking. By practicing this movement pattern, you're retraining the muscle memory that prevents falls. Step 4. The wall walk. Stand facing a wall about an arm's length away. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height, keeping your body straight from head to heels. Walk your hands up the wall until they're fully extended above your head, then walk them back down. Repeat this 5 times. For those with shoulder issues, don't go higher than is comfortable. The benefits come from the reaching motion itself, not how high you reach. This exercise does 2 critical things. It improves your shoulder mobility and challenges your balance while you're in a protected position. The wall is there if you need it, but the goal is to stand tall without leaning forward. Step 5. The clock walk. This is where we bring everything together. Stand in an open space with something stable nearby. A counter, a sturdy chair, or a wall just in case. Imagine you're standing in the center of a clock face. Your starting position is 12 o'clock. Take 1 step forward to 12, then return to center. Take 1 step diagonally to 1:30, then return to center. Continue around the clock. Step to 3, return. Step to 4:30, return. Work your way all the way around to completing the clock. As you improve, increase your step length and eventually try it with your eyes closed for a few positions, but only if someone is nearby for safety. This exercise recreates the unpredictable movements of real life. By practicing steps in all directions, you're preparing your body for whatever daily life might throw at you. Let me tell you about George, 77, who came to me after a hip replacement. His physical therapist had cleared him months ago, but he still walked like he was on a tightrope, arms slightly out, face tense with concentration. I used to love dancing with my wife, he told me. Now I'm afraid to even walk across a room without my cane. I taught George this protocol. 3 weeks later, he came to his appointment without his cane. 6 weeks later, he showed me a video of him and his wife dancing at their granddaughter's wedding. The best part wasn't the dancing, he said with tears in his eyes. It was my granddaughter running up to hug me afterward. She wasn't afraid I'd fall over anymore. Or consider Mildred, 83. She lived alone and valued her independence fiercely, but her children were increasingly concerned about her living situation after she admitted to having several near misses with falls. They're talking about assisted living, she confided. I know they mean well, but the thought of leaving my home breaks my heart. Mildred committed to the protocol with remarkable discipline. Within a month, her gait had transformed. The shuffling steps were replaced by confident strides. When her son visited and saw her walking down the driveway to greet him, something she hadn't done in years, he was speechless. "Mom, what happened?" he asked. "I remembered how to trust my body," she told him. The assisted living discussions stopped that day. "I want you to understand something fundamental. Your body hasn't forgotten how to move with confidence. The knowledge is still there, buried under layers of hesitation and fear. This protocol isn't teaching you something new. It's reminding your nervous system of what it already knows. Listen, I know how easy it is to accept limitation as the price of longevity. Our culture practically demands it. Take it easy, they say. Be careful, they warn. As if the only way to add years to your life is to subtract life from your years. I reject that bargain, and after 7 decades of practicing medicine, experiencing the aging process myself, I've learned that movement begets movement. Confidence begets confidence. Independence begets independence. You don't have to choose between safety and living fully. That's a false dichotomy that has robbed too many of my patients of precious years of joy. Try this protocol for just 7 days. That's all I ask. 7 minutes twice daily for 7 days. Notice how you feel when you get out of bed on the 8th morning. Pay attention to how you move when you're not thinking about moving. Observe the reactions of those around you, because they'll notice the change before you do. Your grandchildren may not comment on your stronger stride or more upright posture, but they'll feel more secure in your embrace. Your friends may not remark on your improved balance, but they'll stop offering that subtle, undermining assistance when you stand up. Most importantly, you'll feel the difference in yourself. Not just physically, but emotionally. There's a particular kind of despair that comes from feeling your world shrink day by day. And there's a particular kind of joy that comes from reclaiming ground you thought was lost forever. I'm 91 years old. I still practice medicine. I still drive myself to work. I still dance with my wife of 65 years, not because I'm special or blessed with extraordinary genes, but because I understand this fundamental truth. Your body serves you according to your expectations of it. Expect decline and you'll get decline. Expect capability and nourish that expectation with proper movement, and you'll maintain capability far longer than most believe possible. It's never too late to change your trajectory. Whether you're 72 or 86 or somewhere in between, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path leads to increasing dependence, isolation, and what can only be described as a miserable old age. The other leads to continued engagement with the people and activities you love. The choice is yours, but it must be a conscious choice, reinforced by daily action. 7 minutes twice a day, 7 days to start feeling the difference. Your family will notice, but more importantly, so will you. If this video has helped you, please consider sharing it with someone else in this critical age window who might benefit. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based approaches to aging well. And remember, the greatest gift you can give your loved ones isn't just your presence, but your confident, capable presence. Until next time, this is Dr. Richard Harmon, wishing you strength, balance, and joy in the years ahead.